Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. First down. Here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Drew Sample. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. To Mixon on the check down. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Open man is Uzomah. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion and would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing.
And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd there to make the grab. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it. Fields on first down. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards the pickup there. 3 yards remain for second down. Now Fields. There's Mooney with another catch. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Fields. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar.
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Off play action, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And the Bengals are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after one. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And all the way down to the 12. 48 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ballgame. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Burrow, he'll buy some time right. And the pressure gets to him again. The sack by Marcus Hunt.
But nothing takes a start to have a good drive quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Back to throw. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. Looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. McPherson's kick is good. And that will make our score 9-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
And a diving effort, but only right at the line of scrimmage.
I know that rookie quarterbacks have to earn veteran receivers' trust. Maybe we saw that on that play with that type of effort, huh?
Yeah, helping out the rook with a heck of a catch. On 1st down, Fields. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. On play action, Fields rolling to his left. And this will be caught by Mooney. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy. the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Allen to throw it. Flush to his right. And some space here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Forced out to his left. And he's got his man here, Beasley. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big gain there for the Bills. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Allen eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
Singletary. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On first down, it's Fields. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there, because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Play action. It's Fields. Flushed out right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Star Latulele, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They snap it to Fields. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Allen's throw caught by Sanders. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
To the air, Allen. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary from 3 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
That's going to be caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Cole Kmet, 28 yards, and the Bears draw a bit closer. And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And meanwhile, Allen's throw going to be caught by McKenzie. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure.
Looking for Gaines, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Fields on first down. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
At the 48-yard line.
Second down at 7. Here's Fields. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Third and long. It's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. That's gonna be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before half for Allen. Out to his left. And he'll just get rid of it. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
These two teams currently going over their final halftime adjustments. We are just about set to get back to it in the second half. And for the call, let's go back to Soldier Field and Brandon Gaudin.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route, it's extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Now Montgomery running right. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 44. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. Matt Nagy has made the decision. They're going to go for it here. From the gun, here's Fields. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 41. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears.
Oh, we got plenty of fun.
And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. It's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. McKenzie will not return this, and it will be brought out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's McKenzie. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? We're able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen escaping the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the Bears are going to get it back here just past the 35. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. One play action. Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it. No, he didn't. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Off play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
Before that last pass, 2 interceptions had already been thrown. And this last one tipped in the air, which means everyone on defense is almost fighting each other in order to get to the football to try and make it a third. Once you've thrown a couple, it's almost like a swarm of bees going after the ball. And in this case, they weren't able to get there before it fell to the ground.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. A quick throw, but incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
49 the mic, watch 49. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
On first down, it's Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That'll give him 8 that time. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll run with Montgomery. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. A give. This is Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal. He's back to throw, and it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounce back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. They'll try and throw for it. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. And boy, you want to talk about guts. Guts is going for 2 when you're down 1 in that spot right there.
Do they not trust their kicker? Did they not feel that it was time to go ahead and do that? Or did they just say, we've got a play on that we're so confident in, we're going to go ahead and do it? I'm going to say they're going to say that in the press conference.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you've got a decision. Are you in field goal range, or is it Hail Mary time? Because from 7 seconds down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they handle it. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And the Bears have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. Now Pollard. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
And he's got some space here. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Ezekiel Elliott, a guy who considers himself underrated, has told his detractors to put some respect on his name. Hard not to respect a run like that.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field, I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Montgomery back to the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 31,
Fields.
Caught by Montgomery. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
To throw is Fields.
And Graham's got it. Complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. You know, their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now we got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Play action. It's Fields. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say, when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott steps away. And he is caught by Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Prescott. Dancing to his left. Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. Prescott on 1st down. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. 2nd down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1 yard line. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
for the touchdown. It's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Grant, he will not return it, and his guys will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Pick drop by Trayvon Diggs.
And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down. Prescott.
To Lamb, he pulls it in. What a catch.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one.
the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly, as they get ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Rodgers on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Hurts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Play action. Here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Hurts going to give it to Sanders on the option. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. They run with Sanders off the option. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs, gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll throw this one away. But I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That time, Bradley Chubb shooting in there for the sack. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. This from 54 yards away. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action. Bridgewater. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Off the play fake, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33. Play action now. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Edwards came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing is Bridgewater. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Bridgewater to throw it. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. To throw, Bridgewater.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Eagles are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
On 1st down, Hurts. And his throw is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Left side here to Sanders. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Hurts throw there taken in by Smith.
And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball. Possible
touchdown, Eagles!
Chris Watkins.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's caught inside the 20. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play fake. Bridgewater. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater.
toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
On play action, it's Bridgewater.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the Eagles are going to have it here at the 9-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Looking to throw again on second down. Hurts. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
And this is caught by Watkins.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
They'll throw now on the final play. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some...
This is caught at the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 75 yards.
And the Broncos come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you can just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears weren't realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Bridgewater will try and throw. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for 2, and that gets them even closer. Now a 2-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And down to the 16-yard line.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13-yard line.
Switch up. Wall, get wall. Deuce.
Another run with Sanders. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas Goedert there to make the grab. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So a heck of a drive right there with the game potentially hanging in the balance.
A very good drive, and now conversion to make it a 2-score game and a solid lead.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 17-8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Bridgewater.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He's got his tight end fan. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by...
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Seattle Seahawks. Ready to get us started, the Aussie punter and kickoff man, Michael Dixon. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? To be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Watkins. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 27-yard line.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already in the field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Darrell Taylor in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Behind
behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Al Woods, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Play action. It's Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. L.J. Collier. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Throwing to start the drive. Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He'll spot Eskridge open left side. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Metcalf. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A big play there on the catch and run. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Penny. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now from back at the 5, this is 3rd and goal. Here's Wilson. This is caught. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress, and I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. His throw incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And Jackson throwing once more. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field. And a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
Ravens 3. Michael Dixon, the kickoff for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll have a little bit of time to work with. 35 seconds until the break. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Watkins diving. He's got it. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action with Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think he might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
56. Good track. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
On 3rd down, Jackson going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both teams going back through their game plans, making their final halftime adjustments. And for the call of the second half, we go back up to Baltimore and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Wilson dumps this one off to Carson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again is Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is taken in at the 5. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Seattle. Every defensive staff harps on limiting looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's at the 50, the 30, 10. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
And now the Ravens calling the offense onto the field here as they're going to go for 2. After the interception, here's Jackson. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Now Wilson on first down. Returning right back to Lockett. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 7 yards, the pick up there. From the 40 now on second down. Wilson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. It's caught. Lockett.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
Wilson will throw again. Flushed out right.
A giant hook.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And they sit in a good spot, having the ball back after the fumble recovery and up 2 scores in the 4th.
Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson.
And he fires one incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Second and 10.
Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
We call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and interrupt.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now this throw caught left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to get the football back at their... EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. This crowd here fired up for football as a moment ago their Titans were introduced. This should be a good one as the Titans get set to match up with the Arizona Cardinals.
Randy Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. This is caught. It's Kirk. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
First carry for James Conner. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
From the 35 on 2nd down. Murray, he'll swing that out to Edmonds.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Out of the gun, here's Murray.
That's out to the flat for Edmonds.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. Back deep, Chester Rogers. Yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And it'll be Titan football. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. He completes it to Julio Jones. And it's a Titans touchdown. Julio Jones, 49 yards. And the Titans on just 2 plays have taken the lead. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, screen pass to Connor. And some room to maneuver. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
First down run for Connor, not going to get much. Maybe a yard. 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They fake the handoff. Now Murray. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One of the great coaches said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
He finds Hopkins complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Again, they'll throw with Murray. And this will be swung out here for counter. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
To throw is Murray. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now from Murray. He'll dump this one off to Connor. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They'll run on first down. Edmonds. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
At the 16-yard line.
Second down at 4.
On play action, it's Murray.
And he's got it. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Murray able to connect with Christian Kirk. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Now Matt Prater for the point after. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
On first down, Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards, the pickup there. Second down and 3. Off play action, Tannehill. Airs it out toward the corner of the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Green here. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play fake. Murray going deep for Hopkins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, it might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Man open, that's Chester Rogers. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Doing with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon Gott.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Tannehill.
Open man, Westbrook Akine. 7 yards, the pickup there.
From just shy of midfield, Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
It's complete. This is Derrick Henry.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 right at the 40.
Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry.
And fights through one man. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Tannehill. Man open, here is Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Tannehill off the bootleg.
That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Cardinals.
So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
Prater for the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the third. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Tannehill. Complete to Jones.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option.
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
And give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown.
Derrick Henry from a yard away, bowling his way in. And the Titans answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans. Tannehill looking to throw. And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead goes by a couple more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this Tennessee defense for the 2nd straight play gets him behind the line. They're not messing around. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Play action. Now it's Murray. Hopkins on the grab over the middle.
And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game.
So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those.
Murray to throw.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost him.
Bullet good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
And no run back here for more. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Murray now on first down. Going deep for Hopkins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here, because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again, and that's asking a lot, isn't it?
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Buda Baker with a pick, and the Cardinals are right back in this football game. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I think this is worth remembering. There's plenty of time left on the clock, so that means you don't necessarily need a big home run ball. You can still run your offense and look to take 15 to 20 yards at a time.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Murray now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Caleb Farley. Well, obviously, Charles, this stage of the game, down 2 scores, they had to put the football in the air. Unfortunately, it gets picked off.
And the criticism comes easily in situations like this, but you just laid it out. Look where they are on the scoreboard. Look at where the clock is in the game. He has to take a chance here and try and get the ball downfield to his receivers. Unfortunately, it was picked off. Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Second and 2. Tannehill going to throw it. Looking downfield for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, Make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Trying to disrupt Julio Jones there, the intended target. A little too close, got the flag thrown.
I'm not sure anyone can cover Julio Jones one-on-one for very long without getting their share of pass interference calls. His size, his speed, his physicality makes it almost impossible to do.
And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.